Guys here. We're starting off in Matthew 13:36. Then, leaving the crowds outside, Jesus went into the house. His disciples said, "Please explain to us the story of the weeds in the field." Jesus replied, "The Son of Man is the farmer who plants the good seed. The field is the world, and the good seed represents the people of the kingdom. The weeds are the people who belong to the evil one. The enemy who planted the weeds among the wheat is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the harvesters are the angels. Just as the weeds are sorted out and burned in the fire, so it will be at the end of the world. The Son of Man will end his angels, and they will remove from his kingdom everything that causes sin and all who do evil. And the angels will throw them into the fiery furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Then the righteous will shine like the sun of the Father kingdom. Anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure that a man discovers hidden in a field. In his excitement, he hid it again and sold everything he owned and got enough money to buy the field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant on the lookout for choice pearls. He discovers the pearl of great value, he sold everything he owned and bought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a fishing net that has thrown into the water and caught fish of every kind. When the net was full, they dragged it up onto the shore, sat down, and sorted the good fish into crates, but threw the bad ones away. That is the way it will be at the end of the world. The angels will come and separate the wicked people from the righteous, throwing the wicked into the fiery furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Do you understand all these things? They said, "Yes," they said, "we do." Then he added, "Every teacher of religious law who becomes a disciple in the kingdom of heaven is like a homeowner who brings from the storeroom good grain gems of truth as well as old." When Jesus had finished telling these stories of illustrations, he left the part of the country. He returned to Nazareth, his hometown. When he taught there in the synagogue, everyone was amazed and said, "Where does he get his wisdom and the power to do such miracles?" Then they scoffed, "He's just a carpenter's son, and we know Mary, his mother, and his brother James, Joseph, Simon, and Judas. All his sisters live right here among us. Where did he learn all these things?" And they were deeply offended and refused to believe in him. Then Jesus told them, "A prophet is honored everywhere except his own home town and among his own family." And so he did only a few miracles there because their unbelief. When Herod Antipas, the ruler of Galilee, heard about Jesus, he said to his advisers, "This must be John the Baptist raised from the dead." That is why he could do such miracles. For Herod had arrested and imprisoned John as a favor of his wife Herodias, Herodias, however you pronounce it, the former wife of Herod's brother Philip. John had been telling Herod, "It is against God's law for you to marry her." Herod wanted to kill John, but he was afraid of the riot because all the people believed John was a prophet. But at a birthday party for Herod, Herod's daughter performed a dance that greatly pleased him. So he promised with a vow to give her anything she wanted. At her mother's urging, the girl said, "I want the head of John the Baptist on a tray." Then the king regretted what he had said, but because of the vow he had made from front of his guests, he issued the necessary orders. So John was beheaded in the prison, and his head was brought on a tray and given to the girl, who took it to her mother. John's disciples came for his body and buried it. Then they went to and told Jesus what had happened. As soon as Jesus heard of the news, he left in a boat to a remote area to be alone. But the crowds heard where he was headed and followed on foot from many towns. Jesus saw the huge crowd as he stepped from the boat, and he had compassion on them and healed their sick. That evening, the disciples came to him. I'm flipping the page. Be patient with me. I'm flipping the page. And said, "This is a remote place." Oh, hello, everybody. I'm not trying to ignore y'all. I'm just trying to read. So, hello, how y'all doing? This is a remote place and is already getting late. Send the crowds away so that they can go to the villages and buy food for themselves. But Jesus said, "This isn't necessary. You feed them." But we have, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I cannot pronounce y'all's names. I don't know why y'all don't have normal names. Menhadja, who, whatever. How are you? I'm reading the Bible right now. So how y'all doing? I do not know how to pronounce your name. Men, Menha, Jabahara. I'm sorry I'm messing up your name, but I don't know how to pronounce it. But Jesus said, "This isn't necessary. You feed them." "But we only have 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish," they answered. "Bring them here," he said. Then he told the people to sit down on the grass. Jesus took the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, looked up toward heaven, and blessed them. Then breaking the loaves into pieces, he gave the bread unto the disciples, who distributed to the people. They all ate as much as they wanted, and afterward the disciples picked up 12 baskets of leftovers. About 5,000 men were fed that day, in addition to all the women and children. Immediately after this, Jesus insisted that his disciples get back into the boat and cross to the other side of the lake, while he sent the people home. After sending them home, he went up into the hills and by himself to pray. Night fell while he was there alone. Meanwhile, the disciples were in trouble far away from land, for a strong wind had risen, and they were fighting heavy waves. About 3 o'clock in the morning, Jesus came toward them, walking on water. When the disciples saw him walking on the water, they were terrified in their fear. They cried out, "It's a ghost." But Jesus spoke to them at once. "Don't be afraid," he said. "Take courage, I am here." Then Peter called to him, "Lord, if it's really you, it's really you, tell me to come to you walking on the water." "Yes, come," Jesus said. So Peter went over to the side of the boat and walked on the water toward Jesus. But when he saw the strong wind and the waves, he was terrified and began to sink. Now this is what happens. What he's saying here is, you know, Peter believed and believed and believed that it was Jesus. So when he stood on water and started walking on water towards Jesus, he started noticing everything around him. So he started doubting Jesus. That's why he started to sink. That's when Jesus says, "Hey, why did you start to not believe in me? Why did you stop?" Because he started noticing everything around him. That's what happens in our life. We're walking on water towards Jesus, and then things start happening to us, and then we get frustrated, and we take our eyes off of Jesus instead of putting our eyes on Jesus. We take our eyes off of Jesus, and the next thing you know, we're so deep in crap and shit that it's 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 too far for us to go. So we have to look towards Jesus again for him to help us. "Save me, Lord," he shouted. Jesus immediately reached out and grabbed him. "You have so little faith," Jesus said. "Why did you doubt me?" When they climbed back into the boat, the wind stopped. Then the disciples worshipped him. "You really are the Son of God," they exclaimed. After they had crossed the lake, they landed at Gennesaret, whatever that is. When the people recognized Jesus, the news of his arrival spread quickly throughout the whole area, and soon people were bringing all their sick to be healed. They begged him to let the sick touch at least the fringe of his robe, and all who touched him were healed. Some Pharisees and teachers of religious law now arrived from Jerusalem to see Jesus. They asked him, "Why do your disciples disobey an age-old tradition, but they ignore our tradition and ceremonial hand-washing before they eat?" Jesus replied, "And why do you, by your traditions, violate the direct commandments of God? For instance, God says, 'Honor your father and mother,' and anyone who speaks disrespectfully of father and mother must be put to death. But you say it is all right for people to say to their parents, 'Sorry, I can't help you, for I have vowed to give God what I would have given to you.' In this way, you say that don't need to honor their parents, and so you cancel the word of God for the sake of your own tradition. You hypocrites. Isaiah is right when he prophesied about you, for he wrote, 'These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. Their worship is a force, but they teach man-made ideas and commands from God.'" Then Jesus called to the crowd to come to hear. "Listen," he said, "and try to understand. It's not what goes into your mouth that defiles you. You are defiled by the words that come out of your mouth." So listen to that. It's not what goes into your mouth, meaning food and a drink, that defiles you, and what comes out of your mouth. All that cussing and hollering and dissing people and telling them where to go because you're so soft, you're so outspoken that you just tell them what's up and what's up. No, no, bless them people. Don't holler at them, bless them. Then the disciples came to him and asked, "Do you realize you offended the Pharisees by what you had just said?" Jesus replied, every plant not planted by my heavenly Father will be uprooted. So ignore them. They are blind gods leading the blind, and if one blind person guides another, they will both fall into a ditch. Then Peter said to Jesus, "Explain to us the parable that says people aren't defiled by what they eat." "Don't you understand yet?" Jesus said. "Anything you eat passes through the stomach and then goes into the sewer. But the words you speak come from the heart. That's why it defiles you." You hear what I just said? That's what defiles you. "For from the heart comes evil thoughts, murder, adultery, and sexual immorality, theft, lying, and slander. These are what defile you. Eating and unwashed hands will never defile you." Then Jesus left Galilee and went north to the region of Tyre and Sidon. A Gentile woman who lived there came to him, pleading, "Have mercy on me, O Lord, Son of David, for my daughter is possessed by a demon that torments her severely." But Jesus gave her no reply, not even a word. Then his disciples urged him to send her away. "Tell her to go away," they said. "She is bothering us with all her begging." Then Jesus said to the woman, "I was sent only to help God's lost sheep, the people of Israel." But she came and worshipped him, pleading again, "Lord, help me." Jesus replied, "It isn't right to take food from the children and throw it to the dogs." I would say something about this, but I don't want to cause people to fall. I would say something about that statement, but again, I don't want to cause people to fall uh, because it kind of aggravated me. But I'm not going to say what aggravated me because I don't want to cause people to fall. So she replied, "That's true, Lord, but even dogs are allowed to eat the scrap that falls beneath their master's table." "Dear woman, that's true, Lord, but dear woman," Jesus said to her, "your faith is great. Your request is granted." And her daughter was instantly healed. Jesus returned to the Sea of Galilee. and climbed a hill and sat down. A vast crowd brought to him people who were lame, blind, crippled, those who couldn't speak, and many others. They laid them before Jesus, and he healed them all. They were amazed. Those who hadn't been able to speak were talking. The crippled were made well, and the lame were walking, and the blind could see again. And they praised the God of Israel. Then Jesus called his disciples and told them, I feel sorry for these people. They have been here with me for 3 days, and they have nothing to eat but to eat. I don't want to send them away hungry, or they will faint along the way. The disciples replied, where would we get enough food here in the wilderness for such a huge crowd? See, this confuses me, okay? The disciples, Jesus just got finished feeding 5,000 men, including women and children added to that. He just got finished feeding 5,000 men. But here it is in the Bible, and they're in the same predicament, and it states the disciples were like, well, where are we going to get food? You just freaking got finished feeding 5,000 men and then adding women and children. So that's about 10,000 people you just got finished feeding. And now you're asking Jesus, well, how are we going to feed them? How the hell you just got finished feeding the first damn time? Come on now. I mean, that's stupid. That's ignorant. Yes, I love pets. Uh, Quado, Quados. Why do y'all have such difficult names? Why can't y'all just have Q or Kuo or whatever? Why y'all gotta have such difficult names? My name's JPES. JPES, JPES. It's so simple. Jason. JPES. It's simple. I'm looking at y'all's names and it's so hard to pronounce y'all's names because it's so pushed together. Y'all gotta, y'all, hello, how you doing? Yes, I do love pets, but I'm here to read the Word of God. So I'm not trying to ignore y'all. I'm just trying to read. So I'm not trying to ignore y'all while y'all speak. But anyway, they just got finished feeding the 5,000 people or more. Yes, I love Jesus. You love Jesus too? So they're just now asking how the hell we're going to feed these people, these 3,000 people, when they just got finished feeding the people in the first damn place. So how are you going to say now how we're going to feed these people after he just did a miracle? Yes, I love Jesus too. The disciples replied, where will we get enough food here to the wilderness to feed such a huge crowd? Jesus asked, how much bread do you have? They replied, 7 loaves and a few small fish. So Jesus told all the people to sit down on the ground. Then he took the 7 loaves and the fish, thanked God for them, and broke them into pieces. He gave them to the disciples and distributed the food to the crowd, just like he did the first time. So I'm not understanding why the disciples were like, how are we going to feed the people now? You just got finished doing it. So why is it so big of a deal now? You asking Jesus how you going to do it again? They all ate as much as they wanted. Afterward, the disciples picked up 7 large baskets and leftover food. There were 4,000 men who were fed that day, in addition to all the women and children. Then Jesus sent the people home, and he got into a boat and crossed over to the region of Magadon, however you pronounce that. One day, the Pharisees and Sadducees came to test Jesus, demanding that he showed them a miraculous sign from heaven to prove his authority. Jesus done did all kinds of miracles Jesus done did, and the Sadducees and Pharisees are still asking, show me a miracle. The Sadducees are asking Jesus, are you the Son of God? Jesus says, yes, I am the Son of God. And then they keep asking him, well, you haven't said it yet. Are you the Son of God? Jesus keeps saying, yes, I am the Son of God. So why do people keep asking him that? He is the Son of God. So why keep asking him? He replied, you know the saying, red sky at night means for weather tomorrow. Red sky in the morning means the foul weather all day. You know how to intercept the weather signs in the sky, but you don't know how to interpret the signs of the times. Only an evil, only an evil, reckless sign. Get the only sign I will give them is the sign of the prophet Jonah. Then Jesus left them and went away. Later, after they crossed the other side of the lake, the disciples discovered they had forgotten to bring any bread. Watch out, Jesus warned them. Beware of the yeast of the Pharisees and Sadducees. So Jesus is the Son of God. Yes, Jesus is the Son of God. At this they began to argue with each other because they hadn't brought any bread. Jesus knew what they were saying, so he said, "You have a little faith. Why are you arguing with each other about having no bread? Do you understand even yet? Do you remember the 5,000 I fed, 5 loaves, and the baskets were leftovers you picked up? Or the 4,000 I fed?" See, again, they have no food, but they're asking Jesus, how am I going to get any food? And Jesus is sitting there telling them, I just got finished feeding 5,000 people and 4,000 people. Now you're going to ask me how the hell you getting food? If I was with Jesus, I'd be like, Jesus, you just fed 5,000 people and another 4,000 people, so you can feed us. That's what I would have said to Jesus. You just got finished doing this, so you could do this for us. I don't understand why they so ignorant. Jesus called me. He told you need some pills. I need some pills. What kind of pills do I need? Jesus motivates those mental broken humans. Okay. Uh, let's see. And the large baskets of leftovers you picked up. Why can't you understand that I'm not talking about bread? So again, I say, beware of the yeast of the Pharisees and Sadducees. Then at last they understood that he wasn't speaking about the yeast and the bread, but about the deceptive teaching of the Pharisees and Sadducees. Golden core piles. When Jesus came to the region of Casadoni Philippi, he asked his disciples, who do you people say that the Son of Man is? Well, they replied, some say John the Baptist, some say Elijah, some say John the Baptist, some say Elijah, and others say Jeremiah or one of the other prophets. Then he asked them, but who do you say I am? I don't really have a religion, but I think Buddhism is good because freedom Buddhism doesn't worship God, they develop themselves. Well, I understand that, but we all have a maker. We all came from something. It wasn't the Big Bang. It wasn't fish. We didn't come from apes because we would still be coming from apes. We would still be coming from fish. We were all created in God's image. So we were created in his image. So we're all here with a brain and we think and we produce and we do things that God told us to do. Yes, it's very expensive living in the United States. Simon Peter answered, you are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. Jesus replied, you are blessed, Simon, son of John, because my Father in heaven has revealed this to you. You did not learn this from any human being. Now I say to you that you are Peter, which means rock. And upon the rock I will bind my church. I will build my church, and all the powers of hell will not conquer it. And I will give you the key of the kingdom of heaven. Wherever you forbid or eat or on earth will be forbidden in heaven, and whatever you permit on earth you will be permitted in heaven. Then he sternly warned the disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah. We need to help and create our parents. I believe in Jesus. Well, that's good. You know, Jesus came down, died for your sins. So when you die, you go to heaven. Just believe in that, and when you die, you go to heaven. Don't believe in all this other nonsense that you hear, because Jesus is the only way, the truth, and the light. Blah blah blah. Bay, Mr. Jason JPES Spence, and Cordis. Anyway, from then on, Jesus began to tell his disciples plainly that he was necessary for them to go to Jerusalem and that he would suffer many terrible things at the hands of the elders and leading priests and the teachers of religious law. He would be killed, but on the third day he will be raised from the dead. But Peter took him aside and began to reprimand him for saying such things. Heaven forbid, Lord, he said, this will never happen to you. But Jesus turned to Peter and said, get away from me, Satan. You are a dangerous trap to me, and you are seeing things merely from a human point of view and not from God's. Then Jesus said to his disciples, if any of go do some good things, don't talk. I do good things. I do very good things for people. I just don't tell people what I do because God says don't let your left hand know what your right hand does. That means when I do something, I'm not sitting here telling y'all what I do for people, but I do things for a lot of people. But I don't brag about it because my prize is going to be in heaven, not here on earth. I don't need praises from people. I don't need praises from you to tell me that I'm doing a good job by doing good things for people. You want to be my followers, you must turn from your selfish ways, take up your cross, and follow me. If you try to hang on to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for my sake, you will save it. And what do you benefit if you gain the world but lose your own soul? If anything worth more than your soul, for the Son of Man will come with his angels in the glory of my Father and will judge all people according to their deeds. And I tell you the truth, some standing here right now will not have died before they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom. Actually, I don't go every week temple, so I don't like religion. Well, yes, y'all, I'm done reading for today. But look, you don't have to go to church. You don't have to go to church to be a good person. Okay? I don't have a church that I go to. I used to go to church. I used to go to church all the time. I don't have a church that I go to now because Jesus is not in a church. When Jesus says that he's in you, you are the temple. Your body is the temple of Jesus. Just like Jesus' body was the Son, the Father, the Holy Spirit. He was the Trinity. Me, myself, I'm Jason. This is my temple. Jesus lives in me. He does not live in a church. He does not live in a building. Well, that's why I'm reading the Bible to people. Well, that's why I read the Bible online to people. I go live and I read the Bible to people. I think I need this to read the stuff y'all are writing. But I don't believe in God. My hobby is reading a novel. Well, just try reading the Bible a couple of times. You'll get into it. Instead of reading novels, read the Bible. That's a lot of novel there for you. Get the truth about things that you need to look up to. A lot of people don't like to read the Bible because the Bible says a lot of truth. There's a lot of good things in the Bible, and it speaks a lot of truth, but people can't handle the truth, so they turn from the Bible. That's why people read everything else but the Bible. They read all kinds of other Christian books and Jesus books and godly books. But they don't read the Bible because the Bible speaks truth. Well, you enjoy your life too, man. My English knowledge bad. Well, you're doing a pretty good job with it. Just keep it up. Keep it up. Keep practicing and keep your English going. You'll get it. Keep up the good work, man. Next thing you know, you'll be talking fluent in English. Cham. I don't know how to pronounce your whole name, but Cham, I'm gonna call you Cham. I don't know. I don't know. I know Catholics like to pray to Mary and Joseph and pray to a bunch of other things. Jesus says he's the way, the truth, and the life. He didn't say my mother Mary is the way, my father Joseph, or pray to Saint Peter or Saint John. Pray to these. No, he didn't say that. He said pray to him. Okay. Good night. Good night, Cham. Well, I'm done reading for the day. I read for about 30 minutes and then I'm off. But I'm done reading for the day if anybody wants to say anything. A lot of people do all the talking while I'm reading, but they don't talk when I'm done reading. I'm sitting there trying to read and everybody wants to talk. And then they think I'm ignoring them. I'm not trying to ignore you. I was here reading. But if y'all want to talk now, then ask me a question. God bless you too, Rod. Quados. Did I miss anything that everybody said? Hi, how are you? You love pets, love Jesus. Yes, I love Jesus. So Jesus is the Son of God, yes. Jesus called me and told me he needs some, I don't need any pills. I don't know what she said. Oh, well, thank you. Kados. Quados. Quados. I don't know how to read that well, so you got to forgive me. I can't pronounce your name that well. Yeah, when I read, I try to read things and explain to people things in the Bible that they don't necessarily understand. So I try to explain as I read. Some people like to listen, some people don't like to listen, but like sometimes I get a lot of people on here listening, But as soon as they hear that I'm reading the Bible, they turn me off. Well, I watch a lot of YouTube on TV. My hobby, I love to cook. Cooking anything, I love to cook. So to cook anything, to directions, whatever. My main thing about cooking is this, my mind. I like making things up. So I like taking certain things and making food and uh, taking cheap things and making good food. You know, like you probably heard of beanie weenies, where you take Bush's baked beans and hot dogs, and you chop it up with some onions and bell peppers and celery, and put a little cheese in it, and then you got a mushy beanie weenies there. Even with rice, you take rice, make a gravy, chop up some hot dogs, throw it in your rice, mix it up, you got a meal. I do that with ramen noodles myself. I take ramen noodles and I'll cook the ramen noodles and I'll take chunks of chicken, chunks of hot dogs, chunk of steak or whatever. Well, not steak anymore because I don't have no teeth, but things that I can eat and I'll throw it in the rice or the noodles or the beans and I'll make different meals like that. Things that I can eat now. But back in the days, I used to cook pork chops and steaks and uh, ribs and uh, can't do that anymore because I ain't got any teeth. It costs thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to get teeth. And those dentures don't work that well at all. Dentures do not work well at all. But let's say, y'all in these names, man, how the hell you pronounce Safica? Yes, I love Mexican food as well. Safa, Safica. Hey, yes, I do love Mexican food. I would love to learn how to cook Mexican food. I love Mexican food. I love Chinese food. The Indian food is, I got to get an Indian food. I've seen the way Indians cook sometimes on YouTube. I've seen the way Indians cook, and they use their feet and their hands, and they dumping their hands in there and wiping their forehead and dumping their hands in the food and using their feet to hold stuff and cut. And I can't do that. But the Mexican food that I like is tacos. I love tacos. Tacos I can eat, especially chicken tacos. Quados, what kind of food you like? How many countries have you traveled? And what's your favorite country? Well, I haven't traveled to any other countries. I've only stayed here in the States. Uh, don't really have the money to travel. So if I had more YouTube subscribers, I think I would travel more. And my broad about food and broad about different countries would be even broader. Uh, because I have the money to go. And my wife is from Africa. She's from Kenya. So I want to be able to go with her to her country, but I can't afford to go. So because it costs a lot of money to travel. Yeah, but I would love to go to Mexico. Well, I've been to Canada. Sorry, I've been to Canada. When I used to drive 18 wheelers, I've been to Canada, just on the southern part. But anywhere else, right? I've been to Mexico, right across the border. I've been to Mexico right across the border, uh, just to go eat some stuff. We went right across the border and then came back. So I have been to two other countries. So I guess I lied, but I haven't been on a plane and traveled to another country to be anywhere. But I would love to go visit China, Japan, Tokyo, South Korea. I would love to go to North Korea, but they tell you not to go there, so I would never go to North Korea. But I would like to go deeper into Mexico and deeper into Canada than what I've been. So you're from Turkey. Well, I don't think I've ever had Turkish food. What kind of food is Turkish food? Aisha, you need an American passport? Yeah, America's very fun. America's very fun. A lot of people think that America don't have great things. America's got a lot of great things. A lot of great things America's got. You just have to travel around and find the state that you like. Well, how you gonna, Aisha? How you gonna get a passport? Yeah, America's great. America's wonderful. I wish I had money to travel. That's what me and Quad were just talking about. I would love to have money to travel to go to other countries, but I don't have the money to go. Uh, I don't make that much money. Yeah, America is a good country, man. America is a great country. Got a lot of protection here. And when I say protection, I don't just mean our soldiers and our military. We carry guns here. So we're very safe here. Yeah, I thank God about that a lot. I praise Jesus about that a lot, about living in America. It's a great country to be in, and it's just a great country to be in. Even though it's very, very, very expensive to live here, it's a great country to be in. So where you from, Aisha? Oh, well, thank you, Quad. Is it Quados or Quados? Is it Qua or Quay? I call you Quade. Aisha, where you from? I think she left. Well, I'm on live. I try to be on live every day at 2 o'clock. Yes, it's very hot right now. Oh, you from Pakistan? Oh, Kados. Yes, it is very hot in America right now. It's very hot in the southern part of America. Even in the north part, it's kind of hot, but it gets cold up there. It don't really get that cold down here. It gets to be about 20, 30 degrees in America during the south, but it snows very rare in the south. It snows a lot in the north, but very rare in the south. It gets cold though. Pakistan, Aisha, how's Pakistan over there? How y'all doing nowadays? Okay, Casey, I'll call you Casey. I'll just have to remember that, Quad. They call you KC. If I don't remember that, you just got to keep reminding me because my mind don't do that. Well, I just got finished telling KC about that. I don't have money to travel. My YouTube channel is not that big, so I don't have money to travel. If I could travel, I would go to Pakistan and other places like that, but I just have to be safe. Like right now, that's like you telling me to go to Iran. I can't go to Iran. They'd kill me. Yeah, I hope I get famous one day too. But I come on live and I read the Bible, and whenever people hear me read the Bible, they exit off. They don't. I tell them to subscribe. Subscribe for me. Even though you don't really listen to what I read, just subscribe so I can get bigger. Well, thank you, Aisha. What about you, Casey? You gonna subscribe? Oh, thank you, Casey. Thank you, Aisha. Y'all are awesome. Oh, well, thank you. I try to be on every day at 2 o'clock or sometime after 2 o'clock, but some days I'm not feeling well. I feel sick, so I don't get on. I don't do anything for a living, Aisha. I'm retired. I used to drive trains and tell people what to do. I used to drive trains and tell people what to do, where to put the trains and stuff like that. That's what I used to do. But I retired from that because I got sick. I'm a sick person, so uh, days that I'm supposed to get on here and read with you guys, I can't do it sometimes because I'm not feeling well. Like last month, I was in the hospital for 7 days, for a week. I was in the hospital, so I couldn't get on and do my live. Well, I could have get on. I could have got on live at the hospital, but I figured y'all didn't want to see me at the hospital. Thank you, KC. Yeah, a lot of people come on here. May God give you health and long life. Amen. Yeah, thank you, KC. Same to you, man. Same to you. Thank you, Aisha. Well, where do y'all travel to? Have y'all traveled anywhere, Aisha, KC? Have y'all traveled anywhere? Yes. The good people in Palestine, Aisha, the good people. I support the good people in Palestine. I don't support the bad people. The people who kill people and who are bad influence, I don't support that at all. But the good people, I support in Pakistan. Just like in Iran, I support the good people in Iran. I don't support the bad people in Iran. I don't support bad people at all. I don't support bad people here. The people who burned the American flag, the people who say all this bad stuff about America and burning the flags and all that stuff, I don't support them either. So yes, to answer your question, I do support the good people of Pakistan, the good people. Yes, Alaska is a very, very, very cold place. Well, you said you're from Turkey, right, KC? Turkey gets cold, doesn't it? But yes, Alaska gets very, very cold. It gets in the negatives, like -10, -20. It gets in the negative. Yes, I thought so. I seen some stuff about Turkey, and it gets cold over there too. So I don't know if it gets Alaska cold, but how cold do y'all get in Turkey? In Fahrenheit. In Fahrenheit. I am 48 years old. 48. How old are you, KC? How old are you, Aisha? Yes, KC. Yes. No, I do not like camping. There's too many crazy people out there and too many crazy animals out there to go camping. I do not go camping at all. Yes, I am still young. 48 is young. 33 and 26. Yeah, y'all still young yourselves. Yeah, I don't think 48 is old. I'm almost 50. I'll be 49 in November, but I don't consider myself old. I consider myself still young. So Aisha, what's the problem with you getting a passport? Why haven't you got a passport yet? Oh well, thank you. Aisha, why you ain't got a passport yet? Yes, it's very hard to get in right now with Trump being president. Hey, Trump, I do support Trump. Uh, I think he's a very good president. I think he does a lot of crazy stuff, but he's the president right now, and I'd support him because he's the president. Yes, American passport is very strong. It's very hard to get an American passport right now. Like I said, my wife's from Kenya, and it took her almost 10 years to get her citizenship. Of course, she married me, but me and her have been married for 12 years. But she's got her citizenship now, and it took her almost 10 years to get her citizenship. And my wife's from Kenya, Africa. Yes, she's at work right now. She works at the hospital. No, I don't have any pets because my wife is scared to death of pets. My wife is scared of dogs, cats, rats, ferrets, anything. She's scared of animals, and I can't believe that because she's from Kenya, and I don't understand why she's so scared of animals if she's from Kenya, but she's scared to death of any animal. So no, I love animals. I love dogs and cats, but I can't have any animals. Yes, I have two kids, but not from my first, not from this wife. From my first wife, I have two kids, and they are 26 and 27, I think. They were born in 96 and 99. So however old that is, 26, 27, somewhere around that area. But I got two girls. And this wife here doesn't want any kids, so I didn't have any kids with her. And she is 53, I think. 53 or 54. She just had a birthday this month. Where's my first wife? She's in Louisiana. What do you mean, Casey? I don't know what to show you. I don't know what to show you. Well, I live on the fourth floor. I live on the fourth floor of the apartment building, but I can show you. I can show you outside. That's the outside of my place. Hello, Joe. Oh. Well, nice washroom. That wasn't my washroom. That was outside. I live in a poor neighborhood. I live in a poor neighborhood with cheap rent, and they pay all my electric bills and water bill and gas bill and everything. All my electricities are included in my rent. But I live in a poor neighborhood, a very poor neighborhood. No, I pay 500 a month by myself. I pay 500 a month, but with my wife here, we pay 1,200. Oh, you think I was handsome in my younger days? Yes, I was. My hairline was up to here. I had hair back then. I can't really see with my glasses on. I think I could see. Thank you, Sophia. Yes, I do have blue eyes. My eyes change from what I wear. If I wear dark clothes, they're like dark blue. But if I wear light clothes, they go from like a light green. Do I miss Sega games? Uh, yes and no. I wasn't really big into playing video games when I was younger, and like now, I'm not into playing video games now. I think they're very, very hard to play nowadays. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what color they are now. I don't know what color they are now, but I got a dark shirt on, so they got to be blue. If I had a lighter short a shirt on, they would turn like a light green. Well, a lot of people with brown eyes would like to have blue eyes or green eyes. I know my two daughters, they both have brown eyes. I thought my blue eyes would be a bigger in genes, in their genes, so they would have blue eyes when they were born, but they all got brown eyes. Ah, FIFA Cup. Is that soccer? I'm into football, but I'm talking about American football, where they throw the ball, a football game. That's the kind of football I'm into. Soccer, I'm not really into soccer, baseball, basketball. I don't get into all those other sports except for American football. Who's Ronaldo? Is he a soccer player? Oh, okay. No, I don't watch soccer, so I never got into soccer, never got into baseball, never got into basketball. But football, American football, I love it. My favorite team is the Dallas Cowboys. You're right, I'm not into soccer at all. If I was into soccer, I think I would know who Ronaldo is. But no, I'm not into soccer. I'm sure it's fun, but I guess I can watch a few games to see if I get into it, but I've never sat down and watched a game of soccer. Who's playing? Who's in the final of soccer? Oh, Spain and Argentina. Okay. Ah, yeah, me too. If I did, I think I would travel a lot. Well, with my health, I say that with my health, I'm kind of scared to travel with my health because if I go into another hospital, I don't want to die because they don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go to Kenya with my wife, you know, the hospitals there are not so good. They miss a lot of stuff because when I watch a lot of news with my wife from Kenya, they misdiagnose and they miss a lot of stuff. It's not like American hospitals. But yes, if I became very rich, I would travel. I think I would go to Pakistan. I would go to Turkey. I would go to Mexico, Canada, China, Tokyo. Oh, well, I vape because I used to smoke cigarettes. And smoking cigarettes is very, very, very bad for you. So I started vaping, which has only got three things in it, which is nicotine and the other chemicals that make up the liquid, the vape. So that's why I vape because it's a lot safer to vape than smoking a cigarette. Oh, when I become rich? No. The only car I think I would buy is a Corvette, the ZR1X. I would buy the Corvette for my weekend, but I would buy a Nissan Murano for my daily use, Platinum Edition. When I become rich, please take it to America. If I became rich, I think I would take it to America. But yes, being addicted, this has got nicotine in it, but a lot of times I put non-nicotine in it, which doesn't have nicotine. So yes. Well, thank you, Ja. Thank you, Aisha. Thank you, Casey. Yeah, I try to be down to earth all I can be. I like being a real person. I don't like being somebody that's fake, somebody that lies and all that other stuff like that. I don't like doing that. Hey, John, did you subscribe or are you just saying that? Hey, Raph, I love y'all too, man. And I'm not just saying that. I love y'all too, man. I love everybody. But thank you, Rafi. I'm already married, Rafi. I'm already married, Rafi. I've been married for 12 years. Well, I don't have many friends. I got one friend. I got one friend that I go out to eat with on a weekly basis, and he's married too, and he's in his 60s. Well, thank you, Rafi. Oh, I can't do that. I'm married. Well, thank you, KC. A celebrity? No, I'm not a celebrity yet. I need more subscribers to be a celebrity. I lost all my teeth. I'm type 1 diabetic, and I lost all my teeth. And I've tried the dentures. But anyway, I tried dentures, and they don't work that well. So I'm trying to save my money to get regular teeth back in. Well, thank you, Rafi. Wait, Quad. Wait, Quad. I thought you told me to call you KC. Quad, you told me to call you KC, right? Okay. Okay. Well, Rafi, you got to find yourself a man. You got to find yourself somebody. Where you from, Rafi? Thank you, Sophie. But yeah, I don't know what that means. Albania, okay. Job, what are you trying to say? I don't understand that. Yes, I have two kids. I have two daughters. One was born in '96. One was born in '99. So they're about y'all's age, about 27 years old. No, I don't like basketball. I don't like baseball. I don't like basketball. I like American football. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, but I'm very happy with my wife now. We don't argue at all. We're both very down to earth. Very down to earth. We both very down to earth. Do I love Trump? Yes, he's my president. I love Trump. There's a lot of stuff that he does that I don't agree with sometimes, but he's my president, and I do love Trump. I think he's a great president. He's doing a great job, especially my eyes. Y'all can still see my eyes when they squint like that. Yes, Rafi, I support Pakistan, but only the good people of Pakistan. Only the good people. I don't support bad people. No, Rafi, I'm not drunk. I don't drink alcohol. I'm drinking water. Yes, Pakistan is good people, full of good people. I do agree with that. But they have bad people there as well. Just like here in America, I don't support all my American people. I support the good people, but the bad people who burn the flag and do things that they're not supposed to do, I don't support them. Yes, I eat bacon. I eat pork. But I can't, though. I ain't got no teeth. So I can't eat pork anymore. But if I find a piece of bacon, I will chaw some bacon. You're good in cooking, Rafi? So am I. I love to cook. Well, don't call me daddy, because no, that just, I don't understand why women call men daddy. Unless, if that's your dad, yeah, dad. But to call somebody daddy, no, no. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So did mine. My dad's dead too. My dad died too. She's gone nuts. I'm sorry to hear that, Aisha. Yeah, my mama's still alive, but my mama has bone cancer, a very, very rare case of bone cancer. So I don't think she's going to be living too much longer. Her dad died in Corona. I love y'all too, man. Y'all seem down to earth to me. I love everybody. I even love my enemy. You got to love your enemy. You got to love your neighbor. You got to love everybody. Oh, okay. Y'all all from Pakistan. Uh, I try to come on every day at 2 o'clock. Every day at 2 o'clock. Uh, 2 o'clock, 2:15 ish, and I start reading the Bible about that time. So I usually read and then I'll come talk to you guys. But when I'm reading, I'm not trying to ignore y'all when I read. I'm just reading the Bible. That way I get that out the way and then I can start talking to you guys. But yes, I try to come on every day at 2 o'clock. If I'm not on, that means I'm either sick or my wife is off of work. Because Muslims don't believe that Jesus Christ died for our sins and rose again. They believe in Jesus, but they don't believe that Jesus died and rose again for my sins. So no, I wouldn't become a Muslim. Jesus is the only way, the truth, and the life. Only through him will you die and go to heaven. Only through him. Bacon? No. No, in my Bible, in the Old Testament, it tells you not to eat bacon and eat certain things. But in the New Testament, it tells you to eat anything you want. That God created everything for you to eat. So in the Old Testament, yes, it tells you not to eat it. But I'm in the New Testament. We're all in the New Testament. It tells you to eat whatever you want to eat. Yeah, Jesus was a prophet, but he was the Son of God. Jesus died for my sins. He didn't die on the cross for no reason at all. Yeah, when you die, you go to heaven or hell. Yes, I do believe in the New Testimony. If I had money, I would, but I don't have any money. I'm poor. Just like everybody else, I'm poor. I'll eat dinner. I won't eat lunch. I'll eat dinner. Show you my house. Well, it's kind of messy right now, but I'll show you my house. This is my chair that I'm in. This is my TV. This is my couch. This is my kitchen. That's my kitchen. That's my shower. sink, toilet. This is my other room. And bedroom. My wife is at work. My wife is at work right now. In about 40 minutes, I got to go pick her up. Or 30 minutes. Well, I'm always in need of money, but I don't want to take money from people. I just subscribe, and I'll try to get good subscribers, and then I can make money that way. I don't want people to send me money, especially if y'all don't have any money yourselves. Sing a song? I'm not singing nothing. I don't know how to sing. Well, I try to be as honest as I can. I don't like lying to people, so. But I don't know how to set up on YouTube, though, how to, you know how on YouTube, you go on YouTube and you're watching people's stuff and you can send money to them and do stuff like that? I don't know how to set that up. But I don't like taking money from people, especially if they can't afford it. I don't like taking money from people at all because I know I don't have it and I don't have it to give. But if people sent money, then they sent money. So I know there's a lot of people out there that like to send people money, but I don't know how to get on YouTube and set that up to do payments and stuff like that. I don't know how to do that. No. She pays for half. I pay for half and she pays for half. We do halfsies. I pay for half, she pays for half. Well, thank you guys. Yeah, we can be friends. Well, that's for my younger days. I could have did modeling in my younger days, but not now. Number one, I don't have no teeth. So you don't see no models out there smiling without any teeth. I need to get my teeth first. And that's going to cost about $50,000, $60,000. Well, I need the money to go to Pakistan. I can't just go to Pakistan without any money. We don't have free treatment here. Shahid Emerald? No, I don't know that person. Yeah. What is with the Ja and KC? What is with the crown number one or crown number three, crown number two? What is all that stuff? No, I have no teeth in my mouth at all. All my teeth are gone, every single one of them. Yes, it's Jason JPES. Jason Spence. Jason JPES Spence on Facebook. You'll see my face there. I got my face on Facebook. Because I got type 1 diabetes. I lost all my teeth. I just I eat stuff that's soft, like hot dogs, chicken, rice, mashed potatoes, sandwiches, stuff that's soft I can eat. Okay, Rafi. Yeah, I try to chew it as best as I can to get it small enough to swallow. It takes me a while. I could still eat shrimp and fish and chicken, hot dogs, corn dogs, hamburgers, ground meat. I can still eat a lot of stuff, but it just takes me a minute to chew. I am 6 foot. When I was younger, I was 6'1", but now I'm 6 foot tall. Yes, I do have stomach issues as well. I have something called chronic pancreatitis, gastroparesis. I have a blood clot in my liver, and I got a bad gallbladder that cannot be taken out. Well, I don't know what standing up is going to show you. I weigh 180. That's my picture on the wall. This is, I could touch my roof. It's not working right now. I got to get a new battery. Yes, it's called a fossil. A fossil. But I need a new battery for it. That's why it's not working. I got type 1 diabetes. That's how I lost all my teeth. Yeah, I do avoid eating sugary stuff, but I still need sugary stuff in my diet. Like I eat my candy, but I watch my sugar. If my sugar goes too high, I don't eat any candy. Okay, Raph, you going to sleep? Good night. Okay, Rafi. Good night, Rafi. Love you too. Yeah, I know fast food's not good. That's why I try to stay away from it. I cook all my own meals. Well, Rafi, you got to get some sleep. You got to do something. Okay, baby. Come on now, Rafi. I'm a married man. You'll find somebody, Rafi. You'll find somebody. I just don't have any friends. I got one friend I go out to eat with once a week, and that's it. You'll find somebody who makes you special. You'll find that person. Just don't date all the wrong men. Just find somebody who's nice and down to earth. Everybody be nice. Good night, Rafi. She'll be okay, everybody. She'll be okay. She'll find a good man. Dance? No, I can't dance either. It was nice talking to you too, Rafi. Good night. No, don't go dying in your sleep now. Just go to sleep. I don't know how to salsa dance. I don't know how to dance that well. I'm not a big dancer. I mean, I know how to dance, but I don't know how to dance, if you know what I mean. I got a rhythm that I could do. I got good rhythm, but I don't really know how to dance that well. And no salsa dancing. I don't know how to salsa dance. Who was my first crush? I don't remember. I don't remember. Clap for you? Rafi, you need to go to sleep. How many girls have I dated? Uh, 8 to 10, maybe. I went out with 8 to 10 people. I think somewhere around that area. Rafi, you need to go to sleep. Go to sleep. Send you some money. I don't have any money, y'all. I don't have any money at all. I'm broke just like y'all are. I have no money. Because I'm poor. I don't have any money. I'm poor just like you guys are. I don't care how much money you have. I'm married. I don't care if you got all the money in the world. I'm a happily married man. No, I don't use an iPhone. I got the other kind of phone. How do I define marriage? Uh, you're one and only. The one person you want to spend the rest of your life with, through thick and thin. That person. You're one and only. The only one you want to be with. That's how I describe you. You're one and only. I'm sure, Aisha, you got people out there who love you. This is my chair. I'm not getting out of my chair, but this is my chair. It's a recliner. I'm in a recliner right now. I'm in a recliner. I just stood up a second ago. I'm not standing up again. Amaya Wutacha Pasa Pada. Yes, all my girlfriends before my wife has cheated on me. Every single one of them. The only one that has not cheated on me is my wife right now. And I know this. I know she hasn't cheated on me. We've been married for 12 years, and I know she has not any interest of another man. Just like I have no interest in no other woman. I want my wife and only my wife. I think about my wife all the time. Well, this ain't a love chat, Rafi. We're just chatting. They're just trying to tell you to go to sleep. Just go to sleep. If you're tired, go to sleep. You'll find that right person, Rafi. You'll find that right person. Be nice, KC. Rafi, just hang up the phone and close your eyes and go to sleep. Wait, am I ignoring your comments? What are you saying? What are you saying? I'm ignoring your comments. I don't see your comments. Goodbye, Rafi. Good night. Joe, what comments am I ignoring? At least 8 hours of sleep. My beauty secret is get old. You should get about 8 hours of sleep or seven, no less than six. No less than six, but you should get at least 8 hours of sleep. You have a bald head, John? Exactly. Exactly, Sophie. Exactly. Well, I got about 20 more minutes, you guys. About 20 more minutes I can talk and then I got to go. Okay, Sophie. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, so I won't be on tomorrow, but I'll probably be on Saturday. My wife's off of work tomorrow, and when my wife's off of work, I don't get on here. I spend time with my wife. So you should see me Saturday. And if you should subscribe, it should tell you when I'm on. But I got about 20 more minutes. What do you live? What do you mean live together? We already live together. Y'all see that? No, my wife won't get on here. My wife won't get on here. She won't get on here with me. Why? What kind of neighborhoods do y'all live in? My neighborhood's a poor neighborhood. What kind of neighborhoods do y'all live in? Right now, I pay $1,130 a month. $1,130 a month. I have to go pick up my wife from work in about 15, 20 minutes. So I'm going to go pick up my wife, and then we got to go to the store. My hairs, I'm bald. That's all the hair I got. She don't like flowers. She doesn't like me buying her anything. If I buy her anything, then we go out to eat. That's what she likes. She doesn't like me buying her flowers. She doesn't like me buying her things that, well, she wants me buying her expensive things, but I don't have money for that. But that's all. That's all I can say about that. But she'd much rather me take her out to eat and spend time with her that way. How often? What? Well, thank you, Aisha. John, we go out to eat maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. God bless every country. We still need it. I don't go to church. I got church in my house. I watch church on my TV. I praise God in my house. The temple is me. The temple is not another building. The temple is in me. Jesus lives in me. So I watch my church on TV. But no, I don't go to church. No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow my wife's off of work. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Tomorrow my wife's off of work. I'll be spending time with her. But I'll be back Saturday. I'll be on about 2 o'clock American time. Just subscribe, and then it should tell you when I come on when you subscribe. Yeah, wait. I was making sure tomorrow was Friday. Well, thank you, KC. Thank you. Thank you, KC. I love you guys too. What's a maze? Uh, Jatasara Manikom. What's Coney mean? Y'all can't have me saying stuff on here that y'all not saying means the truth now. Okay. Y'all don't have me on here saying stuff that I shouldn't be saying now. Smile? I don't have no teeth to smile. This is all you get right here. Well, thank you, Sophie. Yeah. I gotta go, y'all. This is JPES. I gotta go. I gotta go pick up my wife from work, and we got things to do, so I gotta go. So love you guys, and see y'all Saturday. If I'm not on Saturday, it means I got sick. But just come on and look for me. I'll try to get on even if I'm sick or whatever. So just I should be here Saturday. So y'all have a good day, and I'm always clapping. Maybe drop my phone. Okay, bye everybody. See y'all Saturday. Have a good day, y'all. Go to sleep. If y'all need to go to sleep, go to sleep. Don't be like Rafi or whatever her name was. Raja, whatever her name was. Y'all need to go to sleep. Okay. God bless y'all. Goodbye.